Okay, it's time to see, will the Yardworks move. I gotta jump start it. I don't have a solenoid, as you can see. One thing I did figure out, this is actually backwards. So all the way up is low throttle, all the way back is high throttle. Will I change it? No, not a big deal. Let's pull the chokes on and see if it starts. Darn it. I released the choke and it died. That sucked. But it backed out of where it was sitting. I'll get fired back up and we'll finish our test drive. Okay, it's either smoking for one of two reasons. I do have the choke on to keep it running, or this one is the one he meant that smoked when it first started up. He did originally say the Ford, but the Ford doesn't seem to smoke. This one does. So let's wait and see. It's possible because it's warming up and I only have one hand available because I'm holding the phone, but let's get fired back up yet again, and this time I will put the brake on. The first time when I went to take off, the hydro release was in the open position, so it would not move. So I'm gonna get it fired back up and we will conclude with our test drive. Okay, now it will not start, so I'm gonna have to do some carburetor work on this. I do have a carburetor for it. It came off the 12.5. If they're the same, that one will most likely be going on here. Hopefully I drove this enough to break the brakes loose. I should have. So I should be able to release the hydro, release the brakes, and push it, and just put it off to the side until I can get to that carburetor. But I made it all the way to here. Now it's basically cranking, will not start even with full choke. It could be actually out of gas. Let's just investigate the fuel tank for a second. No, there's gas in it. And these draw from the bottom, so there shouldn't be an issue with pulling fuel. So if it was pulling from the top, I could see the fuel being an issue, but these come out the bottom, so I don't think fuel's an issue. The fuel actually looks pretty clean, so. But I guess this one we'll have to wait and see. Oh, headlights are on. Don't want to run down the battery. Let's turn off the ignition. But all it does is cranks. Kind of fires every once in a while, but it won't stay running. So I don't even know if this has a fuel filter on it. Doesn't appear so. So I'll have to put a fuel filter on it, probably right here, probably after the pump, before the pump. There's no room after the pump, but anyways, will it run? Will it drive? Yes. Is there problems? Yes. I didn't even get a chance to try the deck, but I know the deck is pretty well stuck anyways, so there we go. Yard Pro YT-16 will run and drive, but needs work. The as I was cranking it over again, there was no smoke even when it did fire, so I'm thinking it's over fueling and it was smoking because of that. So there we go. I'll talk to you later. Please keep it redneck like always, and please subscribe and comment.